Now we get to the law of saving. You want to make money? This is why part of this conference is, I don't know if y'all heard me, it says money and finance. Those are two different things. Those are two totally different things, okay? Two totally. All y'all know money exists, and all y'all ain't financially intelligent, okay? There's a big difference here, okay? There's a big difference. You will hold $1 million in your lifetime. You will. You just will. That does not mean you won't die poor. Yeah. The money and finance are two totally different things. Law of saving. The financial freedom comes to the person who saves 10% or more of their income, period, point blank, throughout their lifetimes. Okay? Period. If you're not saving 10%, you're violating the universal law. And in violation of this universal law, your money will flee from you. I'll tell you what this looks like.
Can I go ask a question?
Yeah, you can.
Every time they say 10% of that, or okay, I just want to make every.
Now you can mathematically play with this. If you have the discipline enough on the last day of the year, take 10%. Because I ain't got that, man. I ain't got that. I don't have that. Let me tell you. Because yeah. I do it off everything because I want it to look like small. Okay, that's small. Because I'm not finna cut no big check. Yeah. Imagine trying to give your church that way. You know, you wait the last day of the year and you write your check, a $92,000 check at once. Yeah, that check ain't making it there. And Pastor gonna love it. So the likelihood of that check making it there and the accuracy of 10%, that probably ain't gonna happen. Okay. But the government understands it too. That's why they take your money out every time you get paid. Yeah, they don't take your money out at once. Not unless you owe them. Then they just say, you know what, forget your income tax, we garnishing that, right? Yeah. Yes, right. But the government law is working on this job, and he's in New York City, and New York didn't go, hey, you know it's the last day of the year, huh? We need $35,000. Okay? We need $35,000. We need that by 5 p.m. Close the business. Thank you very much. No. They nickel and dime him. It's still $35,000, but they nickel and dime him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they give him the illusion how nice they are. They still taking the same amount of money, right? But you definitely want to take that 10%. You want to put that. It's law of saving. The reason why it's universal because it's universal for a lot of reasons. But I mean, you can find it in every great book, every sacred text, every great teacher, regardless of religion, right? It's there. So in order to save 10% and make it extremely practical for you, I want you to think about a piece of pie. And your goal is to eat yourself some pie. Because now I'm talking about the real pie. The pie you really, who knows somebody that make a real good, whatever pie you like. You know? I like grandmother's pie. I want you to think about grandmother's pie. Okay? I ain't talking about no regular. I'm talking about whoever it is that make your mouth water just thinking about it. Think about that pie. The goal is to eat it. As soon as you get the pie, your grandma say, baby, take 65% of that pie, give it to the house. Give it to everybody in the house. Yeah, I know, that is fight word. Give it to everybody in the house. Go ahead and do that. Nah, grandmother, you can do it, baby. Do it, okay? And then grandma saying, now, baby, before you get your piece, take 15% of that. You know, you got that car. Feed the car. And feed everybody who used the car. Don't forget that insurance company. They need a piece of pie, too. They've been covering you all year. They need a piece of pie, too. So now you're 80% pie dog. Baby. Now, Comcast's been good to you. Okay? Comcast's been good to you. This is what we're going to do. You take care of Comcast, AT&T, T-Mobile, Make sure they get a pie. You respect everybody in your life. Make sure they get a pie. That's 20% right there. Now you ain't got no more pie. Exactly. The point is 2 cups. No, the point is to get there. Watch it. That's 100% of pie. Now let me show you where Americans at. My grandma say, baby, now that you ain't got no more pie, go down to the bank.
And your loan?
Yeah. Yes. That's what y'all do. This is what Americans spend more than what they have. This is what you do. Yes. Baby, Law, pull out that credit card and go swipe you some pie. Yes. Go swipe you some pie, baby, but don't use it for yourself. I need you to pay a few more things, right? Go pay a few more things. Now, baby, if you feel like getting some more, maybe you can get some of the crumbs. Okay? You can't get the pie. Hey, everybody, that's Lanita, VIP. That's Vastine. Yes. That's Chris, Ken, and Deanna. You can walk, go around that way to the head of the table. Okay, good. Yes, we VIP. Now, did y'all see how I did the pie? Mm-hmm. It's dead wrong when I did the pie right.
I like how you broke that down to pie, but that's actually what happened to America today.
Yes.
And then it doesn't help. Not only the bank. Every time I hear the commercial of let's say payday loans, stuff like that, and how they advertise and make it seem all good, it really just ticks me off, because what you're doing is taking advantage of people who don't really understand, especially when it comes to finances. And then you put like a really high interest rate to that. You're not helping them. You're hurting them.
That's right.
But in their mind, they're thinking like, oh, they're giving me money. No. You're actually losing a lot more, because once the interest rate hits, you actually lost more. You're in a worse situation you was in before. That's right.
Same with student loan debt.
That's why it's targeting
for student loans and payday loans.
Myself said me to her. Student loans and payday loans, they all a scam. Payday loans is a very unregulated industry that lobbyists keep lobbying and making it worse. We know this for sure. Student loans is your government saying, hey, Chris, you're 18 now, buddy. I'm going to trust you with a $75,000 loan. That makes no sense. There's nobody in here that can convince me that you would give an 18-year-old kid a $75,000 loan and expect them to do the right thing with it. That is what your United States government does to college students.
We all see the actions of what.
Yes. 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 Yeah. Exactly.
Like, oh yeah, here's the bill. Oh yeah, you owe more with the interest rate. What? Exactly. Now let's see we. Now let's try this pie a different way. As soon as you get the pie, you take your 10% immediately.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as you get the pie, I'm showing you why this is a universal law. As soon as you get the pie, you take your 10%. You don't eat it. You put that later. You know what I'm saying? So you can, and so you can get grandmother's pie, and then every time you save it, she say, "Baby, I love how you save. I'm gonna give you some more pie." All right, you do that. Then what you do is you automatically recognize, well, I only got 90% left, so I got to start cutting something off. I ain't ate nothing yet, but I lost. So what I'm not going to do, okay, you just allow me that colloquialism. I know I got a master's, but I need to say it in the colloquial way. What I'm not going to do is ruin all my stuff. You understand? So now I got the 90%. It's there. I go ahead and go back. Oh, I didn't tell you where I got the 65% from. That's most 65% of our income goes to rent and or mortgage. That's right. Back in the Old Testament times, New Testament times, 65% of your income, even medieval times, which is that's 500 to 1500, right? The kings and queens eras, nights and stuff, that era, okay, cool. 65% of their income went to bread. Today, 65% of your income goes to living, not sleeping outside.
See, now I gotta bring this up because what I've seen a lot, just to be honest, like Hispanic families, like group economics, they work together. So it's like instead of everybody else having their own separate, like, all right, look, we're going to take the hit, there you go, side. Let's work together. And while we will put our money together, we're able to build that house together. And then once that's set, like, all right, do you want one? All right, we work together, get that set. I'm like, all right, cool. But the thing is getting past the ego, pride, and a lot of times what culture says what is the right thing to do, and breaking out of that cycle to do something even further. But that's the biggest problem I think is going on today is, you know, we've seen different like TV shows. It's like, this is how you're supposed to live. This is the right way. You're supposed to have this at this time and all that. That we never take the actions that will actually really benefit for us. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you get the point, if you take your pie first, then you start being responsible with the rest of the pie. That's why giving to yourself first is a universal law. It just works that way. You look at things differently when you're being responsible. Right? Americans eat 150% of pie, and they only really own 100% of it. Oh yeah, it's just, and it don't take much life to hit you. All you need is your light bill to go up $100 extra. It don't take much. You get $100 extra light bill, it'll throw everything off. It'll set you back 4 months. Oh, your car break down. First off, cars don't break down for a couple of dollars. Yeah. And I ain't never had a flat tire at the right time.
I just had my son by opening and closed out.
Wow.
What?
And I had to take it back to the dealer.
Good shit. I already knew it. Because I don't know what. So I tell you what kind of.
I'll tell you what kind of car she drives. If she had to go back to the dealer. Yeah, I mean, the custom parts. Custom parts. That's a Mercedes or something. Yeah. Ain't no Toyota with stuff in there. Okay, good. So y'all get the part of the law of saving, right?